Hello everybody, my name is Joe Shelton and I'm a singer, songwriter, music producer, and recording artist from Indianapolis, Indiana. Over the last year, I've stepped out and performed music on over 200 stages. Along the way though, I met a lot of great people that I didn't expect to. They were inspiring artists and songwriters and musicians, and I want to share all of that inspiration with you. So that's what this show is about. Moonshine equals love, shine in love on the music. Moonshine and music starts now.
Dude, like when we start, I need to like be behind you, like humping your ear or something. Like let's bring some comedy.
I'm gonna cut way back on that.
Fine.
I'm trying to quit.
Whatever, Joe, go.
Welcome to Moonshine and Music. Today we have Sietch Ramshackle, and it promises to be a calm and cultured affair.
What's up, Jeremiah? How you doing, baby? Good to see you. Hey, Joe.
Giving shout outs to people in the crowd already.
Robots, magic powers, go see them. Yeah. I'm highly caffeinated. Sorry, okay.
Is there caffeination in that water, or is that fire water?
Why? Okay, so what's the question? You gotta be so difficult.
That wasn't hard.
Okay. That's what she said.
My first question was, is there caffeination in that? But you didn't answer that question.
I'm just still
You're deflecting.
Damn it. Music.
Deflection.
Who drew that?
Drew what?
On the wall?
I don't know who drew the wall at Books and Brews, but that's a good quick trivia question.
All in all.
Maybe Jason Warfel can help us with that one. We'll.
I knew a Warfel back. Okay, damn it. I'm okay.
That's a different conversation for another day.
Yes, sir. Moonshine and music.
Maybe.
I'm happy to finally be on, Joe. It's cool.
Are you?
Remember when I had you at my place and I filmed you?
Yeah,
talking?
I was on Sietch Ramshackle Presents.
Yeah, I had like 2 episodes.
Hey man, both of those episodes were epic. Epic affairs.
+5.
I got to say that we have a little more camera equipment than you had.
Yeah, dude, and like you know me, and like probably a lot of the audience will too. But I'm kind of like, what's the policy on language?
It's an E for explicit.
Okay, so I'm like a twitchy Irish fuck, bastard, pirate, fucker.
Yes.
And like, so whenever I'm around all these whiz bangs and gadgetry and shit, I get a little twitchier. So I'm.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Ever seen a dog go through an electric fence?
I should have brought like 12 more cameras in here for the shot.
Yeah, man, and some hookers and some cocaine pie. Let's do it.
Well, I'm kind of no. I'm gonna cut way back on that too.
Good.
Man, you've got all kinds of vices today. Is that a normal thing for you?
What are my vices today?
Hookers and cocaine pie.
Nah, that's just myth. Gotta create a brand, man. You know, you don't want to be the dude that's known for playing the plaid accordion. He's big in Memphis currently. His name's Plato the Accordo Fuck or something. Jeremiah, come on. Okay.
Plato the accordion fuck.
Am I like, is this necessary or am I loud enough?
No, it's working. You don't have to be right in it.
The Germans are over the wire. Please call.
Jeez.
So this is cool, man. Yeah, sorry to Germans, but yeah.
Well, you know, if it was 1943, that would be all right.
It ain't?
Not anymore.
Thank God,
we
man.
We jumped back through the time hoop and we're back in 2018. We're very close to 2019.
I'm writing an album about being a fishy.
Yeah? How's that going for you?
It's called Pacifica. And every instrument's going to be played on a dead fish. So like I'm going to get tonalities out of a cart, but it's going to be 4-string, right? Anyway,
so are you going to tune it like a ukulele or like a banjo or like
tuning?
Oh, you're not tuning it at all?
Are you supposed to? Did I miss that class?
I think so.
No, damn.
I don't know. I tune things occasionally. I find they sound better when I tune.
You know, you can tune a guitar,
but you can't tune a fish. There you go.
Fuck, man, I like you.
Oh yeah. Well,
it's good. Joe Shelton show.
It's good someone likes me.
Where's the moonshine?
We are not allowed to have it in the Books and Brews establishment, being as they are a brewery.
Duh fuck.
See, that's how it goes, bro.
I guess.
But you know what? We do have moonshine here because moonshine equals love.
Cool. Well, I don't drink or smoke. I'm a good boy.
At least you haven't in the past half an hour.
Dude, when I was 11 years old, my grandpa like held my hand back and funneled a bottle of bourbon down me. So I don't gotta fucking have credibility for the drink. What?
Where did that happen? That was
Florida. Punta Gorda. I used to swim with manatees in a diesel slitch they called a canal.
Yeah.
And all the World War II boys would toot by on their pontoon, fucking drinking gin and bitching about the kid riding the manatee.
You were a manatee rider?
Yeah, and they're like...
Was this like the circus, or was this like...
Well, but seriously, like, I mean, they were like, back in the day, like, the propellers would always hit the manatees. Now they're all, like, special and cute and shit, and, like, people write poems about them. But, like, those manatees were, like, the smog of the fucking manatee world, right? And they had these big scars, and I'd just grab on. I'd go, like, 15 miles up the way. My grandpa'd be naked in the backyard with his fucking orange juice and fucking whatever. Yeah, man, so that's how I got into music.
Was that
the manatee songs inspired young Sietch. You want to hear what a manatee sounds like?
Sure. Yeah. Let's bring that.
Deus gracias. Wouldn't expect it, would you?
No, I wouldn't. They kind of sound like Pavarotti.
What the hell are we doing?
What are we doing? We're hanging out, man. That's the story.
Old friends, new friends, man.
Yes.
Hargle.
You're making me thirsty over there, though.
I gotta sing today, man. I haven't done the solo acoustic thing in a while. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm a little shit the beddish. It's kind of weird. I'm like.
So you grew up in Florida? Is that true?
No, I kind of traveled a lot. My dad was kind of a piece of garbage, and so my grandfather kind of raised me with my mom, and I sort of did Boston, Evansville, Indianapolis, Montana way, kind of all over. I did most of my school here, though, and we don't talk about that much.
Did you?
Because the government, huh?
Did you have any trouble in school, or was this?
Great story. So I'm gonna just start talking.
Yeah.
So I got caught smoking one time in the parking lot, and the principal came out, and he was like, "God damn it!" And he pulled me in the office, called my mom, bleep bloop, and she came in, and he said, "I just want you to tell your son that smoking is a terrible habit and it's not something that a young man should engage in." And my mom kicked back and lit up a fucking Marlboro in his office and said, "I'm sorry, what were you saying?"
Nice.
Gotta miss those old girls, Sonia. So no, man, I was a saint.
Yeah?
Yep.
So, when did you start playing music?
Serious questions.
I'm trying to ask you the serious questions.
Sure.
Get them in here in the middle, but it's okay.
My mom was as white a white girl as you could be, had no rhythm or whatever, but she loved Clapton, she loved Aretha Franklin, she loved gospel and all that stuff. So I think I posted on Facebook once, but like when I went home from school, my house sounded like Aretha, and I just... it just like burned into me. I'd open up the front door. So I started playing guitar probably when I was 12.
Yeah.
And I learned really early on that I didn't have soul. So I went to like pure classical, like fingerstyle guitar. And that's like, I'm a fingerstyle guy, which I guess is not too rare nowadays. But back then it really was, the days of the arpeggio sweepings and the hair bands and all that. I was doing this really kind of cool stuff. And then I got into thrash when I was a young, jaded teenager, Because, see, the thrash guys beat up the metal guys, and the metal guys beat up the nerds, and the nerds kind of just cried.
We did.
Yeah. I was a D&D guy, though, man.
All right.
I got the Game Preserve logo on my arm. Bam.
D&D?
Yeah.
Did you also do Zork back in the day?
I did do Zork, man. I'm a gamer, too.
Zork is one of my faves,
dude.
Like, I was telling somebody that was like under 30 about Zork the other day.
The old
and they were
text-based fucking shit.
There's no graphics? I'm like, no, man, there's no fucking graphics, dude. You have to figure that out yourself.
Technically, a Z is a graphic.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Joe Shelton?
If you're going to get technical on me, we're going to have a long day. Because I'm a technicality guy.
Okay.
We can jump into that if you want.
Fair enough. What else? So yeah, no. So then, but then I realized like metal's cool and all. Like if you want to punch a fuck and like be all cool, but like I was like I really like the clean sound, electric guitar-y, fingerstyle stuff. I just felt like you could manipulate the neck a bit more. And for me, like playing a guitar was always like wrestling a pig. Some people are natural, and you watch them play, and it's like Jesus.
Yeah.
But like I overthink.
You overthink?
Yeah, so I felt like I had more options doing that thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what was your first band name?
The first band I was ever in was with a guy named Matt Sugarman. And ouch.
Damn, that one, that looked like that hurt.
Did you watch your fucking And we just effed around like kids do. He had the biggest drum set I've ever seen. And but anyway, so the first band I was in was called Mephisto with Matt Rydell, Joel Bartenbach, Mike O'Brien. And we played...
Mephisto?
Yeah.
Where'd that come from? What's the origin?
I had a pair of sandals.
Yeah?
Old Mephistos. You ever seen
Really?
those? Yeah, and there was a Marvel comic book character that you don't see anymore because like Disney doesn't want to have a character based on the devil. But Mephisto was the dude in the Infinity War that actually fucking Thanos up.
Oh.
So I just always liked that character because he was the devil, but he wasn't. He was just like this nefarious kind of dude. So
well, maybe he'll be back in the next. Maybe he'll be in the next movie. You know?
No. You think Disney's going to put the devil in a movie?
I mean, they did have somebody kill half the characters.
And the Kennedys.
Wait,
See
that was a spoiler. Sorry.
See how I did that?
Yeah.
Because Disney did kill the Kennedys. I didn't know if everybody...
Well, I want to hear this whole story. How this come
Well,
about?
Kurt Russell was trying to get out of his Sequest contract. And, and they said, okay, if you do this job for us, so... That's how it all worked out.
Kurt Russell was involved?
Was that Kurt Russell that was Sequest, or was that the other Russell? I think it was Kurt.
I don't know. I thought was that what was the it was Daniels, right? No, not Daniels. Who's the dude? The Bridges.
Jeff Bridges?
Lloyd Bridges.
Lloyd? No, it was Kurt Russell in Sequest. I think Lloyd Bridges was like the grandfather or something.
Yeah, well, he was in like some in the original Sequest show, I thought.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Damn, that's going back.
Yeah.
He was also an airplane. Looks like I picked the wrong day to quit Quaaludes.
I picked the wrong day to stop pumping glue.
Where's your harmonica key? Right on. So I feel like I'm wasting whatever the serious ones. Like I feel like I need to give you a block of serious so when you edit or if it gets whatever.
Well, no, my editing is very minimal.
Good.
We're gonna put we're gonna throw this full Sietch at him.
So I watched this one guy do a sound check and he was right up on the mic this time and he went, "Hero, hey, Sagow." and he did it for like 20 minutes. He's like, are you getting the S? Pack a poo-poo. So the technical guy can tell me if that actually has merit.
And that guy's name was Jeremiah Little.
Robots and magic powers with a slice of chunky cheese.
With a slice of Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah,
Let's
man.
have some real pizza, man. Come on.
No, man, but it's...
Come to Books and Brews, man.
Man, but ask me a serious
They got
question.
flatbread pizzas in here.
I voted for a Muppet.
You voted for a Muppet? When?
It doesn't everybody.
Oh.
If you really think about series on the cello.
So do you play cello also?
No. I mean, I could.
You could?
I think. I mean...
You know, I don't know.
So you kill a cat and then you tie it to a stick. And then you fucking gut a horse and tie it to a log, right?
And you have yourself a cello. Is that how they're really made?
That's how you get those highs, man. It's the cat meowing.
I was not certain how they were made, but now
I'm getting bored, Joe.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, man.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Joe's not born. No.
But you know what I do have is a couple more questions.
Mm-hmm.
So you started working on this this record.
Yes, sir.
And it was a while ago, as I recall. How long did you work on the record that's coming out here? May I Rise is the name, right?
Right on. Yeah, it's a lot of the songs have sort of been with me since I was a kid, and some happened like within the last year. And I was in an amazing band called Circling Birds. It's the best band nobody ever heard of. And we gigged out a lot in Indianapolis, and the time just kind of came for us to kind of decide whether or not we were going to still devote the energy to that. And we didn't, and so I had some time without a project, and I said, now's the time to do it. But the big part, which I think I'm most proud of, was getting everybody from the local scene to kind of chip in. That was a big thing I was grateful for, because a lot of local musicians inspire me. And as you know, I kind of live and breathe this shit, all joking aside. You know, I just love it. You know, creativity and originality and fuck you attitude and all that. So that was cool. And so it took me about maybe 4 months at Uptown Studios to record it, and I like it.
That's also a big question. Sometimes you make one and you go, I don't really like it. But,
I like everything I do, but I'm perfect, like Smudgy.
Oh,
Smudgy, I'm coming home, baby. Every second.
All hail Smudge. Smudge is, that's another topic, and I'm glad you took it.
Smudge Ramshackle.
Smudge Ramshackle is a beautiful bulldog. We'll put up a photo. Smudge has to make it into the show.
So, please, go roll with it. You can talk about Smudgy all you want.
I'm a fan. I still haven't got to meet Smudge in person, and
that's right. You came up before I had the baby Jesus.
Yeah. The baby Jesus. The baby Smudge, not.
Well, no, he's more like a baby Moses, because when I swaddle him in my loincloths, he's like Moses floating down the river in the reeds.
Yeah.
And he smells like mud and feces and cigars and yeah, he's cool. I'm trying to get him a show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard. I mean, he's got a lot of potential.
Dude, what are you doing next year, man? Maybe a Smudge and Joe show.
Smudge and Joe?
Yeah, Schmo. Look at that shit. God, I'm smart.
But there is a Smo already, and I'm not him.
We'll call it Schmomo or...
Yeah.
Yeah, what's not?
Slow-mo? That would work for me, because I'm very slow, and...
So Smudgy started getting his red rockets. It's awesome.
Rockets.
Yeah, I woke up and he had this boner. And I was like, Smudgy, you're getting all big on me, man. Come on, you got to stay young forever.
So, are you going to rattle off a couple, 3 tunes?
I think so, man.
Fabulous May I Rise record today?
Sure thing, and thanks for the fabulous.
It is. I listen to it and I really dig it. I like when I want to get out of my head completely. That's where I go, and then it throws me back into this whole different headspace.
It ain't ordinary. One last thing though is that since you mentioned that, is that what a part of the project was to kind of pay love to genre.
Uh-huh.
And I think one of the reasons why people kind of can sink into it is because it just jumps. And one second you've got this folk song, the next you've got a metal song, the next you've got this free jammy, whatever. So that was an important thing for me, was to say, because I grew up as a punk fuck, but I love jazz, I love blues, and it was cool trying to mesh an album that still worked together while just jumping.
Well, I think that's something that you can do when you're an indie artist.
Yeah.
That you label people are like, they totally can't. They got to stick in whatever genre they are.
Yeah, fuck all that, man.
Yeah. So that's a really big advantage of being an independent album producer.
I would agree, man.
Do whatever you want to do with it and put out the kind of things you like.
Dude just got deep.
Yes. Well, I don't know. Today I'm not feeling light. I don't know what it is.
That's me.
Yeah, you've lightened it. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
My headspace is full of trains.
You ever seen when a tornado's heading towards a trailer park and they start grabbing their doggies and their kids?
That's me right now.
No, that's me. Like, people are kind of like windy. Yeah.
People are windy.
Go get a bacon cheeseburger. It's getting Wendy's in here.
So did you take down the beard? This is something I gotta talk about. Because the last time I saw you, I believe there was a little bit of extra fluff.
Well, I'm getting over being sick, and a musician once told me never play a gig and say that you feel sick because it's unprofessional, whatever. But so I figured I'd tell everybody I was getting over being sick because fuck him. Who's he? Some big old musician was like, I'm going to teach this young boy what not to do at a fucking gig. I don't even remember that fucker's name. So, but I had this big beard.
It must have a big impact on you.
Well, yeah,
it does, because
we all know that.
At every show, I go, I had a little bit of a sore throat, and then you just go out there and sing like normal.
Well, yeah,
and he sang through that. What the fuck? That was good.
What is it about musical types where a young kid goes into a stage and they're like, I'm gonna take this one aside and give them all my Yoda and shit so that I can feel special and big. Fuck him. So anyway, I had this big beard and I'd been snotting into it for a week and a half. And Smudgy had been red rocketing into my nostrils and shit. And I'm drinking coffee and smoking and I looked in the mirror and I was like, Gates! I think I just peaked the mic. So I was like,
I certainly hope you peaked it.
I'm going to go a little 1920s fucking commie, man. The intellectual Trotsky fucking look, I'm at a coffee shop contemplating killing Mexicans in the fucking revolution or whatever. So I'm
Let's hope you're
it.
not contemplating that.
Are you going to air this?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of it.
All right.
In intimate detail.
Dude, intimate.
Yes, it's an intimate day here at Books and Brew. Are you ready to rock some songs? It feels like you are.
I'm buoyant.
Thanks for being on the show
Dude.
today, Sietch.
See what happens. So, but real quick, right before the end of the interview, Joe Shelton, the hardest working man I do, fucking good guy, great musician. I listen to his stuff, and I think I told you once, you're a storyteller that doesn't sound fake, and I love that about you. So many people get up there, and it's like, oh, I rode the train to fucking the moon or whatever, and it's like, but you actually do it, man. So I'm a big fan.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
Coming up next on Moonshine Music, Sietch.
So how's everybody doing at Bush and Bruce Castle today? Joe Shelton, everybody. Hey, robots, magic, powers. I'm gonna do a little James Brown now. So this is cool, man. Thanks. So been experimenting with this new gadget. It's gonna be interesting. Well, if you've ever wondered what went wrong with the world, well, it's you, people like you. Not directed to anybody in the crowd. Well, if you've ever wondered why the world is so cruel, well, it's you. And people like you are one. Well, it's a trap. Wow. It's a trap. Wow. It's a trap. Wow. This is just the intro, Joe Shelton. It's a trap. Wow. Man cave in the house. Troubled times, well, I won't be there. So just stay strong. You'll be just fine. Oh, Hannah, I want you to know that the sun will help you grow, but only if you forego the lessons of those troubled times. The senseless cruelties will never outmatch your sublimes. everybody doing? Just stay strong. You will be just fine. Whoa, whoa. Hannah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So now we're going Black Hole Sun, huh? Right on, man. You got a good sounding stage here, Joe Shelton. Thank you. This is a song about a judge. Since we got a couple outlaws in this Books and Brews today, not naming names. Well, I'm sitting here with my head held up high, ready to die. But you brought that goddamn gavel to our knife fight. Well, you're sitting there on high, oh, like King Minos in the by and by. Well, I toss you. Gadgets suck. That was the wrong one. Toss you out. Oh, I toss you out. Wow. Oh, I toss you out. Whoa. Yeah, I toss you out. 'Cause you never quite figured out where all the damns I gave of your judgments of me were buried. Oh, when you called my name, you expected me to rise up like all the same. Never once factoring in that my name is a gift from some good old Irishmen. Used to petty kings like you and digging up rifles. Oh, they're sure used to petty kings like you. That's the sweetness. And digging up their rifles. I went out of tune hitting this button so hard. Well, you're sitting there with blindfold off your eyes, waiting for my cries. But I brought my goddamn laughter as a surprise. And only God knows by what earthly authority makes you feel like you got some sort of power over me. I toss you out. Cause I don't give a damn. No, I don't give a damn. No, no. No, I don't give one damn about your gavel slam. No, I don't give a damn. 'Cause those old men would rise right out of the dirt to teach me a fresh lesson in earthly hurt. If on a bended knee I somehow recognized your aristocracy, well, I guess I'm just used to keeping much better company. Oh, and I only submit to divine scrutiny. Cause I don't give a damn. No, I don't give a damn. Whoa. No, I don't give one damn about the laws of this land. I toss you out. I toss you out. I toss you out. A couple of chord difficulties on that one. Joe Shelton says hit that guitar hard and go out of tune, man. Thanks for the pro advice. Yeah, right. Got a quick second so I can tune with the snarky. Hot damn, man. That thing went, holy shit, that bee went to fucking Florida. Yeah, Corey, that song is a little more fun with a piano or an organ behind it, you know, get that fucking tent revival going for it, but fuck that judge. I don't advocate murder. What if anybody earned it? Alrighty. See, that's that, like, crowd fucking dynamic. It's like, you know, there was this one time. I swore I wasn't going to talk, but this is a song about my Aunt Dort, and she was cool. So... easy to play on the acoustic, Joe Shelton. Wish you'd go outside, white man, she don't got nowhere to hide, man. Wish you'd go outside, white man, she don't got nowhere to hide, man. She ain't got nowhere to hide, no. She got to go back inside again. Just let her go back inside. She knows a great place to hide alone. So why she stuck back outside? I know how hard she tried, but she couldn't make it past the mailbox on the side. Yeah, I know how hard she tried, but she couldn't make it past the mailbox on the side of the shed. Lord, no. She had to run back inside. Just let her go back inside. She knows a great place to hide. Oh, but there she is stuck outside. As a little boy, I'd always seen that shotgun over by the door, but in the end, had no idea what it would be used for. If I did, if I had, man, I never would have left it there and gotten groceries for every day. But I did. Yeah, I did, man. And my great aunt Dora died, finally finding most wonderful place to hide. Oh no, she never has to go back outside. Never have to go back outside. So damn much. She smiled like a devil serving macadamia nuts. She never has to go back outside. Don't like that. Robots and magic powers. Rolling. Cool, man. Thanks for it.
Moonshine and Music is a presentation of Notlehs Entertainment. Copyright 2018, all rights reserved. Our producer for today's show was Joe Shelton. Our cameraman, grip, and stunt double was Brent Lee Smith. And also helping out on cameras, setup, and all sorts of other things, Bailey Shelton. Thank you for joining us, and join us next week on Sunday for Moonshine and Music.